The new Halo game has been announced and it will be a remake of one of the best video games ever made. And let me make a little prediction here. It will suck. I mean, let's be honest. What are the chances of them making a better remake than a game made 25 years ago? Let's analyze the situation and understand why I think that is the case. First of all, let's address the remake culture, which is basically taking an original idea made by people who loved and cared about what they were doing and turning it into a soulless cash grab nostalgia bait made by greedy corporate people who will completely disregard the original vision for a quick cash grab. This culture of remakes really needs to stop. Most of them are completely rubbish. The last good remake that has come out, I think it was the Resident Evil 1 remake, which was made like 20 years ago. So this is the biggest mistake. Secondly, what can be said about 343 Halo Studios or whatever they're called now? These guys had 15 years and basically infinite Microsoft money. Yet they couldn't make a better game than Halo 2, a game which was notoriously known for having a troubled production. Do you really put faith in these guys? Honestly, it's mind boggling to me that some people still put faith in them. You know, I come from Brazil, a country where the OG Xbox wasn't really popular. So my first experience with Halo was this atrocious of a remake made in 2011, and it looks like they will fuck it up again. You know, the same problems, the same old problems, stolen assets from a previous game, no regard for the original style, vision, or vibe. Look, I'm not saying that CE was perfect. The original developers couldn't make the games that they had in mind both in CE and in Halo 2. But don't fool yourself to think that Campaign Evolved will work on the original vision. This game is the ultimate level of corporate greed. It's like stage 5 cancer of greed. From the early gameplay that is on the background, I can see the lack of soul. I can't prove it, but it looks like the work of AI and an Unreal 5 basic assets put together with some reused assets from Infinite. This game was probably made by contractors because that's how Microsoft worked. And I can see that it's terrible, guys. Honestly, it looks terrible. It might look modern, like modern graphics, which is enough for normies. But where is the original brutalist art style for the Forerunner architecture? This Halo ring was supposed to be lost in time for hundreds, thousands of years. Where is that iconic, majestic, mysterious art style from the original, from Halo 2 and even Halo 3? This Halo ring from this preview looks pristine, as if the Forerunners have made this, they made this ring last week and they went to the beach and left it there, and now you found it after 1 week. Everything looks shiny, new. Where the bulky design of the armor of the original Marines, heavily inspired by Alien and other sci-fi movies from the time? I can see none of that. And don't even get me started on the model for the Needler and for other guns. It looks stupid as hell. And it's not only that, but also adding sprint to the game, where sprint is not a part of it. You should really sink in this alien, this weird place that you're in, not this sprint around it, taking no notice. Do you really believe that they could recreate the atmosphere of levels such as 343 Guilty Spark or improve on some of the levels that weren't really good, like the library, because I honestly don't think they'll be able to do that. You know, this game is made for video game shills will consume whatever they push out of the door. You know, don't question, just buy new game because new game is good. Modern graphics equal good. You know, I like it. I've seen it before. I recognize. I know it's Halo, so I'll buy. These are the kind of people who this game is made for. Honestly, I won't go into further detail regarding our art style because there are hundreds, hell, thousands of hours of content on these on YouTube made by much better and much more capable guys than I am of covering that. So search for yourselves. I'm sure you'll find. But the last message I wanna leave here is that if you are a Halo fan like I am, you gotta understand that this is not made for you. This is not made for me. This franchise is long dead, you know. Maybe Halo 2 Anniversary was the last breath of a dying soul, yet it was published with Halo MCC, which we don't even get me started on that. It was a terrible, it was a disaster. But I think that Halo 2 anniversary, sorry, was the last good thing to ever come out regarding Halo. So we are just better off playing Halo CE, Reach, the original ones, or moving on. It's sad, but honestly, that's the harsh truth. You know, Halo Studios or Microsoft won't ever be able to capture the magic that Bungie did back then. So that's reality. But what do you guys think? Tell me in the comment sections. Also, I'd like to keep an ongoing debate here. Which do you think was the best artistic vision for the series? Was it Halo C? Was it Halo 2, Halo 3? Maybe even Halo Reach? Let me know in the comments. That's all I had to say. It's over now.